Check this out, baby girl. Why don't you check out a nigga? Cat.
So what's up, everyone? First and foremost, first things first is an introduction, right? I'm the co-host. My name is Kenny Gardner. This is Catalina.
As you guys already know.
I'm gonna turn the microphone, the imaginary microphone, over to Catalina here. She's gonna read some questions. As you guys know, imaginary microphone.
Hello. A lot of you guys don't know, because I never even introduced it to this channel, that I had a son. I had a baby, got pregnant, did the whole thing with him. Yeah, we had a baby. If some of you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys have already seen it, but I've never introduced my son on my YouTube channel. I'm finally back. And then I had some people ask me some questions about something that they were curious about for first-time parents. So that's us, and we're gonna be answering those questions today.
Let's do it.
How many times do you wake up in the middle of the night?
One, I gotta go pee in the middle of the night.
Yeah, he worries about him, I worry about the baby. I'm probably waking up, now I'm waking up once, or I won't wake up at all. So we got lucky. Do things come most naturally to you, or do you be Googling that?
I don't think I ever Googled anything. You kind of already know what to do. You know, of course, there's things you're not always gonna know.
I'm a little bit different. Sometimes I'll Google some stuff, like especially if he's sick, I'll Google things. I start scaring myself, so then he tells me to turn off Google, but yeah. You have advice nurses too.
Yeah.
And then you have doctor appointments, and like they'll tell you when your kid is supposed to be crawling, walking, talking. And then you also have TikTok, which is, it's like a whole community.
There's so many resources out there with technology and stuff.
The next one is, what's his name?
His name is Ezekiel. We call him Easy.
Someone asked how we came up with that name.
We came up with that name because my favorite show that I used to watch it was from the Mayans. The main character was named Easy Reyes.
Yeah, Ezekiel.
Also, on top of that, the name is in the Bible, and it's a very strong name. And I know that this son of ours is gonna be a strong man one day. I fell in love with that name,
and I already had that name in my notes like 4 years before I met him. Next question is the baby breastfeeding? So when I first delivered, he was.
You would think so. With those things, but
no, he's not. So when I first delivered, he was, and then I went to take my first shower after delivery, and I told him specifically, do not give the baby his pacifier, because I felt like he was gonna get confused from, mom nipple, baby, or pacifier nipple. So right when I hit the shower, he didn't know what to do with the baby and just popped the pacifier in his mouth. And then he got confused. He stopped latching on, and then I started pumping. And then I got mastitis twice, and I was sent to the hospital. Got really, really sick, like within 30 minutes. It literally felt like my whole life was upside down. And then I stopped breastfeeding after that, because what happens is your ducts get clogged. And so we started doing formula, and he's fine.
He loves formula.
Yeah, he loves his formula.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Our next question is, do you miss a good night's sleep? My son just traveled all the way to Atlanta, and he's been there for like the last week. I still wake up in the middle of the night. I still wake up super early in the morning. So I'm still on my son's schedule. It doesn't really affect my sleep. I'm just used to it. The next one is, are you having another one? I feel like eventually we will.
Definitely want another baby.
Next question is, how would you give your son a better life? We also got another question along the lines of, how are you going to parent differently than the way that your parent parented you? I feel like the way I'm going to parent differently is I'm not going to be so controlling, I feel like. And I feel like that's kind of natural when you're a mom.
Definitely going to be more strict.
What's the one thing you miss about being child-free? I miss being able to leave the house without an extra 30 minutes of taking care of your kid, bottles, extra clothes, diapers, wipes. Like, I miss just being able to leave and walk out the house and go wherever I wanted to go.
I don't really miss anything. I feel like that chapter of my life was just kind of chaotic, and now that Easy's here, things are more structured, and I'm more at peace with myself. So I don't know. You gotta leave the past in the past, and the future is always more bright.
What advice do you have to give to first-time parents?
Man, just soak it all up. Don't beat yourself up if things aren't going the way you wanted to.
Yeah.
Learn patience. If you're not patient, or if you're selfish, those are two things that you're gonna have to feel like you're gonna have to knock out of yourself immediately. Because if not, then you're gonna always be feeling in a bad mood. So, Yeah, and just let the experiences come to you. You know, don't look too far ahead, and don't look in the past. You know, just be right there in the moment. Because now it's like our son is 8 months, and I remember when I would just be like, man, I just can't wait till you could crawl and stuff. Like he's not doing nothing now. Like he's just sleeping. But now I miss when he was like that. But
He's here. He's already trying to walk. And
Yeah.
so it's just sad. Like,
exactly.
definitely embrace every single moment, because that moment's going to be so different in a month. Like, he's so different than the way he was last month, and he's so smart, and your babies are continuously progressing.
Yeah.
And so really just embrace every single moment, because it goes by so fast.
It really does.
What is one thing you want your child to always know?
I want Easy to always know that no matter what happens or no matter what, people could do to him during his life here on earth, interacting with humans, is that, his foundation and his strength comes from God.
I was going to say that.
And I know it sounds corny, none of us are perfect. I don't live a super Christian life, but, I do want my son to have that foundation within himself, and to know that, no matter what anybody says or anybody does, your identity and your purpose lies within, God and your Lord. So, yeah.
How many more kids do you both want?
Another boy and a girl.
Yeah.
I want a little girl, little baby girl.
Why do you believe you are a good parent?
Shit.
I feel like I'm a good parent because I'm just constantly involved, and
Man, I believe I'm a good parent because I'm here. I went to go get milk and it never came back. So.
my kid never goes without. And it's not just because of me, it's because his dad, his grandparents, his aunts and uncles, we really do have a village. And so, but yeah, solely I feel like I'm a good parent just because I just provide that security for my son.
I believe I'm a good parent because I'm also trying to elevate myself,
For him,
for my family. And I'm sacrificing, I sacrifice a lot. As you see right here, it's tatted on me. By any means necessary, I'm gonna make this vision come true for my family. So that's why I know I'm a good parent. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said.
Why you keep staring at me?
I'm staring at me.
She love me, y'all.